I am Professor Namita Rajput, Professor in Department of Commerce, Sri Aurobindo College, University of Delhi. In the ongoing series of Emotional Intelligence, today we are going to talk on social awareness. Knowing other people is very essential part of emotional intelligence. It means seeing, understanding and responding to others' feelings, needs and views. To get good at this, you must focus on both spoken and unspoken cues, the body language, the facial expression, the movement, the tone of the voice. And the people who are socially aware have great conversations with others and build a very healthy relationship. Social awareness is all about caring about another person and their needs. That's the basis upon which we forgive the genuine connections, get the people to the work together and create the spaces where we all feel very welcomed. Now let's see the role of the social awareness in direct areas of life. The first is your personal life. Social awareness helps people understand how their family, friends and the loved ones feel and what they need, strengthening the relationships. It builds the faith and emotional closeness on a very deeper level. Let's take an example. Let's say your best friend is very quiet and distant during a talk. By watching how they act and asking them gently how they feel, you should show that you care and understand, strengthening your relationships. Another example. If a family member seems very stressed because they have a lot going on, you could offer to help them with a smaller course. So, this shows that you care about them and want to help them. So, the second is in your personal settings. Being socially aware improves the conversations, teamwork and the culture of the workplace as a whole. It builds respect and understanding between the co-workers and makes the workplace a very positive place and also to the creativity. Let's take an example here. A manager notices that one of their employees struggle to meet the deadlines. So, instead of re-pyramiding them, the manager schedules one-to-one meeting to understand the issues. So, the manager redistributes the task to elevate the employee's workload, enhancing the morale and the efficiency. Let's take another example. A worker raises an issue during a team meeting. A socially aware boss ensures that the employee feels heard by recognizing and respectfully responding to their viewpoints. The third is in the social context. The social awareness makes the communities more welcoming by respecting the ethnic differences and valuing the different viewpoints. It helps the people connect very meaningfully with others from the various backgrounds and also form a loving relationship. Like an example here, while attending a multicultural event, you notice a few participants feeling out of place. So, by engaging them in a very friendly conversation and introducing them to the others, you make them feel very welcomed and also included in the meeting. Let's take another example here. Like in a culturally sensitive and a social awareness, which means understanding and respecting the religious practices, like not booking the meetings on a very significant religious holidays. Let's now take and move on to a very pertinent topic, that is, what is the importance of the social awareness. A very critical skill that affects all part of life is the social awareness. We can connect with others, talk to each other, settle their disagreements and make the places where everyone feels welcomed. That's because where everyone feels welcome, and that's because the social awareness helps people trust and care about each other by understanding and reacting to their feelings, needs and also the point of views. Now, feeling free to use these 6 reasons, and with an example we will be telling you in cast off the importance of social awareness. The first and the foremost point what we are going to discuss here is the empathy and connection. It makes us aware of those who share our emotions. So, when you take one step into someone else's shoes, you can begin to help and build more profound and more meaningful relationships. Like, for example, your classmate is very nervous for their oral presentation. It demonstrates the empathy to offer to practice with them or to give them the words of encouragement that helps ease them out of their anxiety. Example number 2. After having a long at work, a family member walks through the door looking extremely upset. You listen to them, understand their mood, make them feel that they are the most valued and the supported ones. Empathy fosters a trust and an emotional bond, and it's that thing that strengthens the personal, academic, and the professional relationships. The effective communication. Social awareness increases noticing the things about the tone of voice, the body language, the facial expressions, knowing when to use these signals help you modify your communication approach to be very clear and also respectful. Now, this is important that let's example, it's very important to illustrate this concept with an example. You are sitting in a group discussion and one of your teammates, they seem to be somewhere else and out of it or seemingly pulling away. So, you don't ignore it, instead you privately check with them to find out what they are worried about and how you can adapt the conversation. Example number 2. If your co-worker seems very angry during a meeting, you could stop talking and pick up a different time to bring up the topic. So, this would clearly a signal for everyone to communicate better and know each other better. So, communication and the way you use it, you can save yourself and the other people. The frustration of getting misunderstood, you can uphold the respect you have in both your personal and the working life. The conflict resolution. Being socially aware helps you discourage, uncover the underlying cause of the disagreements, and you could find the ways to overcome them, to enable you to find a mediated solution favorable to all the parties. Let's take an example here. There are two friends in a group project. They argue about who is doing more work. By noticing that one friend feels unappreciated, you can suggest an open conversation to redistribute the task very fairly and also resolve the issue. Now, let's take an example here. At work, there are two colleagues. They are at odds over differing approaches to a task. A socially aware manager hears the both sides, figures out what worries them, and help them work together to find a solution. Resolving the conflict with empathy and understanding, it strengthens the trust and creates a harmonious relationships. Now, moving on to another point which illustrates very clearly the importance of the social awareness is inclusivity and collaboration. Recognizing and appreciating the different viewpoints is one way that the social awareness fosters the inclusivity. This creates an environment where everyone feels welcomed and motivated to contribute. Now, let's take an example here. During a class project, you notice a quieter teammate hasn't shared their ideas. Encouraging them to contribute help build their confidence and improve the team outcomes. Another illustration, while organizing a community event, you ensure that all the cultural and the religious practices are respected and celebrated, fostering a very welcoming and the inclusive environment. Inclusivity builds more robust, more effective teams and enhances the overall experience for everyone who is involved. Another point, Leadership and influences. Socially aware leaders can inspire and influence others by recognizing the needs of their team members and addressing them effectively. This builds the trust, loyalty, and motivation within the group. Let's illustrate here. A manager notices that a team member has been very quiet in the meetings and learns that they feel overwhelmed with others. So, by redistributing the task or providing the resources to help them, the manager fosters a very supportive and the productive work culture. Illustration number 2. A student leader recognizes that some of the classmates they struggle with the participation in the group activities. They create a smaller groups or encourage to make everyone feel more comfortable and engaged. The leadership rooted in the social awareness enhances the team dynamics and builds a very strong foundation of the trust and collaboration. Emotional regulation and the personal growth. Social awareness also enables the individuals to control their anger because they learn how their actions can affect others. This promotes the growth as well as the development of the proper emotional self. Let's illustrate here. You understand that you cannot yell at anyone because it is very unpleasant for the person on the receiving end. You respect your fellow employees more and you can create a healthier work environment by avoiding the tension and also the outburst. Illustration number 2. It shows that when you are in a very stressful environment, it is very easy for you to react in a way that pertains to the environment, but you think it thoroughly, avoid the unnecessary quarrels and displaying your adulthood. So, managing one's emotions enhances the relationship with the other people through the personal interaction and also the ability to manage the conflict and the challenging times. Now, the social awareness, what we have discussed and its importance, is a very essential concept for fostering empathy, improving the communication, resolving the conflicts, promoting the inclusivity, strengthening the leadership, regulating the emotions. Whether recognizing a classmate's struggle, encouraging a quiet teammate, resolving workplace conflict, social awareness, it enables us to navigate the social interactions with sensitivity and also with the care. Now, developing this particular skill, that is of the social awareness, can create a very stronger relationship, build the trust, positive impact, our communities and beyond. So, there is a universal relevance for the social awareness that it is a very vital skill which is applicable to the all areas of life, including the personal relationships, professional environment and also the social interactions. Recognizing and responding. It enables the individuals to identify, understand the emotions, needs and the perspective of others, fostering the empathy, compassion and the deeper connections. Let's take the examples here of the practical actions that demonstrates the social awareness include supporting a stressed friend, respecting the cultural differences in the workplace and mediating the conflict and understanding and the fairness. There is an enhanced communication and the collaboration also. Developing the social awareness improves the communication by helping individuals interpret the social cues very accurately and respond thoroughly. This creates more robust, more harmonious relationship and effective teamwork. Inclusive communities. Social awareness promotes the inclusivity by valuing the diverse perspective, encouraging the collaboration and creating the environment where everyone feels respected and also valued. The foundation of the emotional intelligence. Cultivating the social awareness enhances the overall emotional intelligence, enabling the individuals to navigate the interactions with sensitivity and contribute to the compassionate, respectful, and the positive environment. By embracing and practicing the social awareness, individuals can build the meaningful relationships, resolve the conflicts effectively, and contribute to effective creating empathic and inclusive communities. Social environment and awareness includes the various skills that will help us understand, connect with the respond and also to the emotion perspective of the others. Now these skills allow us to a better building the relationship, communicate more effectively and create the positive and inclusive environment. So let's now do in detail the main characteristics of the social awareness. The first is your empathy. Empathy means that being able to understand and share someone else's feelings. It allows us to put others, ourselves in their shoes and experience what they are going through, and empathy helps us show care and support for the others, especially during the challenging times. Now, what it means? Empathy is not just feeling sorry for someone. It's about understanding their emotions and responding in a way that makes them feel heard and also valued. How it helps? Empathy builds a stronger relationship because it shows people you are genuinely caring about. It also helps creating a trust and a sense of connection. Imagine your friend is very nervous about an exam. Instead of dismissing their worries, you listen to them with compassion, comforting their words, maybe even help them to prepare the exam. So, this will not only comfort your friend but also create an environment which is very conducive for relationship building. Now, let's see the characteristics of the social environment and the social awareness. A family member is very upset about a difficult day at work. You sit with them, ask them how they are feeling, listen to them very patiently, helping them feel supported. Empathy creates a bond of trust and shows others that they are not alone in their struggle. We are always there for you. So, listening to these words will comfort them. Active listening is also a key to success. Active listening means paying full attention to what someone is saying and showing them a very important concept and asking and showing them that they care about their words and feelings. It also involves focusing on their words and non-verbal cues like facial expressions and also the body language. Now, what it means? Active listening means more than listening while they speak, but instead listening in a way that implies you are really paying attention and interested in what they are saying. How it helps? This is a very important question. That active listening to somebody, how it helps them. People will feel respected, valued, and when you listen to them. This improves the communication as well as the any kind of preventing of any kind of misunderstandings. So, we will be now discussing the different techniques of the active listening that yes, we are listening to them. The first and the foremost is nodding to show that you are in the conversation. You are maintaining an eye contact to show your interest. You are summarizing or repeating back what you have heard to confirm any kind of understandings. So, these kind of techniques, they are very, very helpful when you talk about the active listening, and the other party will also feel that that person is in the conversation. So, just nodding to show you are there and maintaining an eye contact and repeating what they are saying. Let's illustrate these points with an example. During a group discussion, one teammate shares their opinion. You nod and smile and say, so you suggest we try this method. Did I get that right? This makes them feel heard, that you are actually in the conversation and listening to them. So, a friend tells you about a problem they are facing. So, instead of interrupting, you listen to them silently, maintain an eye contact, and ask a very thoughtful questions. How did that make you feel? So, this kind of an active listening shows the respect and care about the speaker's thoughts and also the feelings. The next aspect is your culturally sensitive. Culturally sensitive means understanding and respecting the benefits, traditions, and practices of the people from the different backgrounds. It helps us avoid making assumptions or the stereotypes and promotes the harmony in the diverse environment. What it means: culturally sensitive is being aware that the people may think, act, communicate differently because of their culture, and that's okay. And how does it help? So basically, it reduces the misunderstandings and makes everyone feel respected and also included. So let's illustrate this with an example. You are working on a project with the classmates from the different countries. Instead of assuming they follow your approach, you ask about their ideas and the preferences to ensure that everyone feels included. And having the diverse viewpoints makes business sense. While planning a party, you remember that someone of your friend will not eat certain kind of foods for the religious reasons. So you include the options that they will enjoy and that they can eat. So this kind of a culturally sensitive approach will make the interactions very smoother and helps building the relationships based on the respect and also the inclusivity. So this is very, very important that we understand the characteristics of the social awareness, the kind of how it helps and how it means. So as of now, we have discussed the empathy, that is, you are able to understand others, how it means and what it means, the active listening, and definitely nodding your head, connecting with an eye contact, summarizing what they say, and also the culturally sensitive environment. All these things, they help, and they are the basic features of the social awareness, and they should be a part of your behavior when you are at the workplace, and this is a very essential part of the emotional intelligence. Thank you very much.